Good morning, everyone. Let's get right into the stock market technical analysis. The market just opened, and I wasn't able to put out a technical analysis video on Friday or anything this weekend, so I wanted to get to one early this morning. Lots of breakouts happening, and these are all breakouts that I've been talking about in stock charts that have been trade setups for a while. So if you're new to the channel, we call out trade setups. I point out the levels that, where I think things are going to, when to take action. Everything is just my opinion, but it's all about finding opportunities in the market. And so far, those opportunities that we've talked about over the last 2 weeks or so are starting to pan out and starting to work. So again, if you've been following me for the last couple weeks, I've been calling for a rally. I'm looking for a bear market rally. So I'm still under the impression that we are in a bear market, but I'm looking for a pretty impulsive, strong bear market rally, and we're looking to trade it. Okay, so before we get into the charts, go ahead and drop me a thumbs up if you guys are finding some value in the content. Check out my stock market technical analysis course. That course is put together to help you find trade setups and trade the charts by yourself. So you don't have to wait for me to put out a video. It really will help you build a skill set. I priced it very affordable. It's accessible to all if you're interested in learning something new. And link in the description below on that. And then just a quick update. I'm going to be out of the office on Wednesday this week. I've got to fly down to California, and I probably won't be able to get a video out. I might try to get one out. I just won't be able to probably get one out in the morning at least. Wednesday through Friday. So sorry about that, guys. Summertime's really busy for me. It's kind of a time where I'm able to, the market is typically in a slower pace, and it's a time where I'm able to do more traveling and stuff. And this month has just been a busy month for me. But I will try to get some videos out, or at least community posts. So if you haven't hit the bell icon, hit the bell icon so you get those community posts. And I'll try to give you guys my updates. Okay, I'm going to run through these charts. Try to go relatively quickly because there's lots to point out. Triple Qs, tech sector. This is the area I've been looking for the biggest rally because tech has really been smoked pretty badly for 2022. So I'm looking for that counter trend rally. And usually this is where it's going to start. Financials have been screaming higher. I picked up some JP Morgan on Thursday, I believe, on the bad earnings. Looked like it fell right to support and looked like a good buy to me. So I bought some of that. The financials are doing really well. And tech looks like it's about to continue to rally as well. So triple Qs is... we still need to take out this most recent high. That's really kind of the area I'm looking for right now. Right there. I've got it circled. So it's sitting at about... we'll just call it 297. We'll just give it the benefit of the doubt. We need to take out 297. An hourly close above 297 will signal a new higher high. So we have the makings of an uptrend. You can see on this hourly chart, we're making higher lows, but we haven't made a new higher high yet. So we need to get above this 297 to set that new higher high, and that will really firmly set a new uptrend. Now, and then pullbacks, pullbacks should be bought, and that's really how I'm treating this. I'm buying dips until proven wrong, and 297 will just be another, confirmation that we are in an uptrend, because it will then be an official uptrend. So we get that 297, and there's the gap to fill right here as well. It's about 299. So I think we break above 297, we should head right up to that 299, 300 area, somewhere right in there. That's our next level of resistance. And then we have another level of resistance overhead. Looks like there's a little one right here. I've had it marked out for a while. Little base. There was some support and resistance. There was lots of reactions on that one. So I like that at 304.93. And then above that, I've got 315-ish level. So those are some near-term levels to watch. And then, of course, we do have the downtrend line, which started back in the highs. We've got this downtrend line to watch. And I think that's probably where we end up, all said and done, right there. And that was, about 329. Okay. So moving on from that, I think we're good on the rally. Again, it's not the most objective place to short, but I think you break above that 297, those most recent highs, you could catch a move up to about that 300, and that's an objective place to short, or you want to short into pullbacks into support, which right now I got support at this uptrend line right here. So pullbacks into that trend line would give you clean areas to go long, or breakouts above resistance. Oh, and I apologize, not short, go long. Areas to go long. We are looking for a rally. I'm not looking to short right now. There will be time to reshort the market. I think the time will be up here. If we're up at 329-ish, that's most likely where I'm looking to reshort the market for a swing trade. Okay, a lot of these tech stocks I've been pointing out broke out on Friday. So again, that's kind of the benefit of, if you've taken my course, you oftentimes know how to spot these and you don't have to wait for me to point it out. But I'll point it out anyways because I've been talking about it for a while. PayPal, bullish falling wedge pattern, bullish divergence on the momentum indicators. Looking for the buy signal, and there it came right there on Friday. Buy signal, breakout. That's a nice impulsive candle, breaking above resistance, closing above support, or closing above it, about a 5% gain. Nice breakout there and a buy signal. Today gapping up and holding the gains, just confirming price action. So again, Friday was your breakout, your most objective area. Now, any kind of pullbacks to the trend line, if you get that would be your next objective area to go long, pullbacks to support. And on this one, probably going to run up and fill this gap, 84.34 area. Looks like an area of, there's a gap there, so I think it's likely going to hit that. Next level of resistance, 93.21, and that's all I got for right now. But from the breakout point, even if you wait till the end of the day, the second target is a move of about 26%. So I like that for a rally on PayPal. ZG, this one's just breaking out today. I went long on this one just this morning. So very similar pattern, bullish falling wedge pattern here. All right, there's your bullish falling wedge. You've got bullish divergence on both momentum indicators. Okay, momentum has been moving higher as the price has been moving lower. If you're unfamiliar with these concepts, check out my course. I go through all these concepts in detail. Link in the description below. All right, and there's your buy signal, your breakout and buy signal right there. All right, so buy signal. This one's likely good for a move. It's kind of a zone of resistance from what I can tell. We've got this reaction point right here at 44.73, and then maybe some reactions right in there. I think it's kind of a zone of resistance. The measured target for this, of this wedge, you're going to take the widest part of the wedge, which is basically right there, and move it down. So, and to me, it sets us up for a move into this 48.50 range, and you got the 200 that's heading straight down. So you might, that might be the target where you come in and the 200 heads down, and while we break out and we run into that 200-day moving average, that's likely where I'd look to, pull the short or pull my long trade on this anyways. So breakout though today, gapping up, as long as it can hold. The day's still early. Obviously the sellers could come in and they could smash it back down. It could be a false breakout. But looking across the market, the broad market, and a lot of these tech stocks, I don't think so. It looks like the real deal to me. Ford, I haven't talked about this one a whole lot, but we had a breakout on Friday. So Ford, it had this downward channel. Okay, we were running into good support right there at about 11.13. And rolling back, you can see that's kind of the level that it had marked out as the next level of support. And we basically bullish divergence on the momentum indicators and a breakout on Friday right there. Buy signal, gapping up today. So as long as you can hold, this should be good for a continuation to the upside. The next level of resistance I think we're going to run into is about 1340, and then ultimately I think we head up here to the 200 at 1650. Okay, so that's the extent of what I think this move could be, is up to about 1650. And then from there, I do believe we'll probably head lower down to this long-term trend line at about $7.98, $8. And as I roll out, that's on the, you can see that was big resistance for a very long time. I think we're going to come in and back test that. And to me, that's probably a very objective area to go long for a more long-term rally trade. NVDA, all right, breakout occurred on Friday. A lot of these, again, it's pretty much all the same. They're all broke out on Friday. But NVIDIA, downtrend line here on the daily. Okay, this is a daily chart. We have bullish divergence. I don't have that marked out, but there it is on the PPO and on the RSI right there. Bullish divergence, and we're looking for a buy signal, and there it is right there. Breakout on Friday, gapping up, closing out. There's your breakout, gapping up pretty big today and continuing to just run. So clearly, you know, the shorts are getting squeezed. That's what's going to happen. And these bear market rallies can be some of the most impulsive, strong rallies. The strongest rallies come in a bear market. Okay, so we don't want to miss the opportunity on those. At the same time, we don't fall in love with these. We're not going to stay long forever. You know, we need to know that, you know, timing is important when trading a bear market, and we need to know when to get out. So that's why I try to point out these in advance so you can get positioned early, and we know which levels where we're taking our profit at. NVIDIA, big level of resistance right here at it's about 209.50. You can see we had all kinds of reactions, resistance there, big breakout candle there, kind of choppy there, but support, support, support. They tested it 3 or 4 times. Okay, so that's where I think we're heading. 208, you know, 208.75, 209, somewhere right in there. The 200 starting to point down, so maybe it'll take some time, but we could break above it and hit the 200, but I would just probably call that one good for my area to take profit. And from where we're at now, it's about a 25% rally. All right, Netflix, been watching this one for a while. We had a breakout on Friday, so the downtrend line here we've been watching, we got a big gap to fill. So that's ultimately probably going to be the target, is just the gap fill. But the downtrend line is what we were watching. Building negative divergence, let me kind of point that out. You can see this is a big negative divergence. We've been building it for a while here on the RSI, and the PPO started building it right about here. Okay, so building negative divergence, showing us that we were likely going to rally, but we needed the buy signal. And here we go. Breakout on Friday, buy signal right there. Today, gapping up, running hard. And yeah, everything looks great. So we're kind of, first level of resistance on Netflix is about 204.30. Likely get a basic reaction there, maybe a brief pullback. And then from there, we break above there. Really nothing standing in the way till we do this gap fill right here at a 246. Okay, so we'll probably get a reaction there. You enter the gap, you're likely going to fill it, and that puts us up at 330. So potential for a huge rally in this one. If we do the gap fill, that's a 65% gain. All right, so that would be my final target. The 200 days heading down, heading south. So likely we'd run into both of those near the same time. All right, so that's where I'm thinking. I think we probably get the first reaction here. You know, minimum target would be gap fill, or sorry, gap entry. Okay, that would be the minimum target. I'm not looking to exit a position on this first target. I think we at least get a gap entry here, or at least run into this area of resistance at 240, you know, 244.80. And then do we get the gap fill? Well, that's not quite as likely or probable, but I think there's still a good chance. So trade that how you'd like. All right, let's flip over to some gold stocks. I think there's a potential here. I was looking this morning, GDX. On the hourly chart, let me zoom in on this one. Potential for an island cluster bottom, all right? So here you can see here on the hourly, we gapped down back here on July 14th, traded on this cluster over the couple days, and then this morning gapped up. So as of right now, we've created an island where you can see we have a gap and then a gap. As long as these gaps don't really get filled and we can kind of hold this island, then it is an island bottom. The most you'd want to let this one do is, you know, I would look to probably, you could potentially come and fill the gap. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll fill it and then reverse. I wouldn't want to see it go much lower than that gap fill. Give it maybe a 0.5%. Probably look to stop out below 25.55 if you're taking this trade. And yeah, that's how I'd stop out. Otherwise, this should, this likely could prove to be proved to be the bottom, or the near-term bottom. And we do have this downtrend to watch on GDX. We have bullish divergence that remains. We have this downtrend to watch. Next, objective buy signal would be a breakout of this downtrend. Yeah, so I like it. I still like the miners. The charts still look okay. You have bullish divergence. You've got signs that we are breaking out or going to break out soon. It's not perfect. It's not an all in. It doesn't, to me, seem like a screaming chart that is going to just rally higher. But I think there's definitely enough there that tells me it's very likely, it's more probable to rally than it is to continue to sell off from these levels. Okay, Disney, a little more of a defensive play, definitely not like a tech runner or anything like that. Growth stock, this is more of a defensive play, but the chart tells me it's going to rally. So on this one, you've got kind of this bullish falling wedge pattern there, bullish divergence on the momentum, and we've got a buy signal or breakout today. This, it definitely gapped up. I'd like to see it hold and maybe continue to build and not really sell off from here. The bigger the green candle, the better the breakout, the better the signal. So, as long as it doesn't continue to drift and just close kind of down here, that's not that great. But if you can close, up here or even, continue to rally from here, maybe into the close, that will show you strength, and that should be a confirming buy signal. Disney, I see a target up here at about 112.86. That would be my minimum target. And then a really good zone of resistance, depending on how quickly it can get there, would be up around this 127.75 area. Lots of resistance up there. So we start getting up in that area, I would definitely look to just probably exit the long trade. Even if we get close, you don't want to wait for the exact penny, of course. But you start getting in that area, that's likely where the sellers are going to be at. So potential trade there on Disney. And really, guys, that's all I have. So I'm going to get the video out, let you guys kind of go through it. Leave a comment, drop me a thumbs up. Check out the course if you haven't done so. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.